Give me use it to moisturize.
A real nigga stores it in his belly button.
Real moisturize me. The other day was International Women's Day, so.
Oh, that was
How
perfect.
many of them
So how was that for you? My back hurts a little bit. My lower back.
We all know he's real.
He's real. He's real.
Oh, we lost all our listeners, right? Or are we?
Well, I hope that
we lost all our women's rights listeners. So Saul will no longer be listening to our podcast.
I hope that we lost all our Deadpool fan base because there's no need for them.
He waited a little while.
I stand by.
He waited a while, and now he reverted back to his. He did the politician move, right? He retracted and then went back.
After careful consideration, I decided not to endorse Deadpool.
Good.
Thank you. So how you guys been? Good, bad, ugly? Bit of both? Bit of all three?
A bit all three.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good. It's my Friday, so.
I've always been ugly.
Oh.
It's been
I just want to punch you right in your face.
It's been a not too good week for me, but other than that, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine now.
Is it really though?
Is it really?
Is it really?
Oh, I can feel it.
That's how it starts.
That's how it's
the fever, the rage that
And
turns
we
good
lost
men
Daniel-chan.
into Doomsday because he's man-made and created
Oh,
by Lex
god
Luthor.
damn it, just stop. We get it, you vape.
Get it, your vape.
You smoke the weeds.
By the way, those poor fucks. All those, 18-year-old kids with smoking habits now.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
I know we don't talk politics, but they raised the California age for smoking from 18 to 21.
I heard about that.
I don't see how that's going to change anything, but,
Yeah, I know, right?
you know.
Hey, more
It's
tickets,
going to be
more
fun at
revenue
work,
for the
though,
government.
when
Oh
they're
my
like,
God,
why can't I
yes.
buy cigarettes? Well, sit down here, you little thing.
Yeah, that was
Tell
me.
you a
That
story.
was me with a coworker the other day.
Oh,
You're going to tell them the Eli story, right? When you sit them down.
wow.
All right. Anyways, we're here for a
We're gonna cut
podcast.
all that out, right? Because
Yeah.
that was a little too long.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Well There It Is, where we talk about our proximate knowledge of many geeky things.
Overoos.
Tonight there are
Underoos. I'm half asleep.
Overoos.
You don't
Underoos.
fucked up already, man.
tonight there are four of us. I am Caesar.
This is John.
I'm Daniel.
Roger.
We got the best of the best tonight. So
You're not
The
wrong.
ones that matter. The ones that
we had an all-star team.
it lost our team, guys.
The big four.
No.
Five? Big five? I'm sorry.
Are we counting the cat?
Are we counting?
Are we kind of thinking the big six if that were the case?
Big 7 with Eli?
Big 10 with
Are we talking? Oh, I see what you did. Endowment.
Endowment.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Recently there was obviously the big news, which is a Marvel Civil War trailer,
Yeah.
Captain America.
I want to say, wasn't it? Well,
Shut your
it was,
fucking
it
mouth
was
and
really.
wait till he finishes.
No. It's really cool how Marvel one up DC when this should be their month. They literally
Oh,
released
no,
this
dude.
It's
My
fair
God.
game. To be honest, it's fair game
No,
because they're
it-
going to be right after Batman vs Superman. So why not get the hype up now? I mean, I'm sure
No,
it's not
no.
going to have a direct
What I'm
result.
saying is yeah, it makes sense, but it's just all that hype that was building for Batman versus Superman has now kind of
Yeah.
waned a bit.
Well, I
in
disagree.
This.
I saw what you did there.
No pun intended.
I disagree. I think people that have the hype for Batman vs Superman are still going to have it. It doesn't take away from it. I mean, you can still enjoy both of them. So
Yeah, but now
I
I'm
think
more
the
hyped
hype is
for.
gonna
Now I'm more hype for.
well, that's you
Civil War.
guys, yeah. But I say in general,
Yeah.
geeky people.
No,
It's they're still going to enjoy both of them as we get closer to Batman vs Superman, and then after that movie's officially watched and the hype's on for that. Then
No.
I see we're going to see a real big increase of the hype. That's all I'm saying.
But
That's where I disagree.
I'm saying speaking for myself, I for the past few days I've been seeing stuff. I'm well, you know what? I'm kind of getting hyped for Batman and Superman now that it's because I'm excited to see if I'm gonna hate it or not. But then when this Marvel trailer dropped, I was no, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
This is it kind of reminds me similar to when we were talking about Star Wars Force Awakens, is that when the teasers and the trailers came out months and months in advance, cool, I was super hyped then, and then after so long of not hearing anything,
Yeah.
and then my hype kind of died, And then like I had to hype myself up, like watching the trailers and teasers all over again. I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm ready to watch it. So it's a similar thing. They're trying to like remind you, like, hey, this is still happening.
Oh, they did
And
more.
hype
Or they did more than remind you.
Yeah, I think it was good timing. What are we? 2 months away?
Yeah, it's like
May?
perfect. It's perfect because it's
Yeah.
gonna lead right into like
Yeah.
it's perfect once we get that movie coming out. Like they've revealed Spider-Man. Like
Yeah.
revealed it, so pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I guess we'll break it down. Needless to say, spoilers. Spider-Man came out. That was really that was the highlight.
Well, there was other things that were highlight, but that was the big.
Yeah, the
main
big thing.
centerpiece.
Yeah, and it's finally J.K. Simmons is pleased. He got pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah, he got pictures of
Oh, no,
Spider-Man.
he
He's
don't
still,
give a crap
he's
anymore.
still
He's
going to
in-
DC, but he got pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's another topic.
He
for
doesn't give a crap. He's in
Yeah.
Gotham now.
He has betrayed. Anyways, I like those memes that have been going around. Trader with the what's his name, the stormtrooper.
No, my favorite one that's going around. Still no pictures of Spider-Man? Screw it, I'm going to DC.
Yeah. Too little, too late, Marvel. Yeah. So it starts off with apparently Bucky being held by Hydra, and then there's an explosion at apparently the UN. That was pretty cool.
What I found interesting, that scene where it shows the doors opening up and you see Bucky being held, right there. Is that a flashback or pretty much has Hydra taken him back? They found him and they have him under his control again. That's what I'm curious of from that scene.
That is a good question.
I think it's a flashback.
I think it's a flashback.
I think it's a flashback to what the rumor was a while back, where it was that Bucky. No spoilers if this actually happens in the movie, but it's a rumor that Bucky killed Howard Stark.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
So like, what it could be is like Bucky remembering that, like him waking up, because it's Russia, which means it would have been the height of the Cold War, and that's that I'm pretty sure that's around the time when Howard Stark died. So it could be
Sounds
something like
sensible, right?
that, where like it is a flashback of that, because it is like, if you look at the guy's like patch on his arm, it is Russian. So yeah, it's probably
You could
that.
put-
That's what I think it is.
Yeah. What else? We got apparently T'Challa. Well, to like the I guess plebs that don't know, is that black guy laying down at the explosion, that was Black Panther.
You're being harsh on the plebs, to the idiots who's never picked up a single comic in their lives.
Wow,
No,
you sound like a dick.
Yeah,
Now you
someone
sound like a
can
dick.
defend himself right now. You don't have to say that.
It's okay. We got
Hey
the
man, I
All-Stars.
haven't picked up a Marvel comic like in a long
But
time.
you picked up a
But you
comic.
picked up a comic.
And you
Why,
didn't.
why am I defending them again?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I retract
He
my
got,
defense.
he got off of that soapbox like really quick.
Yeah, I was like, here you go.
He climbed on. He was like, no.
No.
He creaked a bit and he was like, no, I'm good.
No, it's like I unsheathed my sword like a little bit. Like, should I just? Put
No,
it back in.
it was like Kylo Ren doing his tantrum, and you were the stormtrooper like,
let's
go back.
Let's go back.
Anything else?
But yeah,
Everything else?
more than likely that'll be his spark. No pun intended. I usually intend these puns, but not this time.
It felt like you intended.
Yeah, they come on.
You're talking
naturally
about
now. It is a
the
part of
UN
him.
bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it sparks his motivation to like fight and
What I think that is literally what takes place before that scene of him chasing Bucky. Like
Probably, yeah.
I think what it is that he's there at the embassy or whatever, the UN, whatever. There's like the delegation. Explosion happens. Bucky's there. He thinks it's him or it is him. I don't know. And like he chases after him and like he goes full.
Yeah, yeah.
super-
Either way, that looked really badass. Him chasing Bucky.
Oh, yeah, when, like,
Rocky
Look,
with
the
that
fact
hair.
that you see Bucky on a bike and you just see T'Challa just barefooted chasing after him, that thing looked amazing.
And then he takes him off the bike. You're just
Freaking
like,
amazing.
Yeah.
He fucking pops the tires.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the part when he gets shot at by the helicopter, and you just.
That's later on in the
I thought we were gonna see Quicksilver again. and I
Totally
was like,
reminded me of Blade. What the fuck are you out of your goddamn mind?
Oh yeah, I'm actually I feel like that I was kind of hyped up for that as well in the trailer as well. I mean, we've seen him before, but like it was kind of cool to see a little bit more and like see
Yeah,
it all flow together. Like, all right, man. Like,
actually,
I don't know too much about him, so
Actually, one part about that scene that I'm really curious about, you literally see Bucky in the same attire as you do from the end of Ant-Man to the first trailer when you see him caught in the vice.
right.
So
He kind of like Gotta wonder where
Yeah, we
the
know
timeline's at.
the timeline. It's all screwy, but apparently the airport scene, like
Mhm.
the part where they're fighting in the airport, is in the middle of the movie. That's not the end of the movie.
Oh, okay.
That's in the
Okay.
middle
Oh,
of it.
okay.
So
Makes sense then.
You know,
Yeah, I was
there's-
wondering about that myself.
yeah, no, it's like the big like centerpiece, and then
Yeah.
there's still like more after that.
Yeah, it feels like the part where Captain America and Tony Stark are one on one, and then when Winter Soldier comes in and helps him out, that feels like it's towards the end, like the climax area. What
Yeah,
else?
because we already see him beat up at that point, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like
They're
he has
all
a bruise, and then he tells him, what does Cap tell him? He tells him something. We don't have to do this, or
yeah, you started a war or something.
no. Before he tells him, and then Stark just punches him in the face, and they start fighting.
That's
He's
what
like,
he-
you started the war. What is he? Cap tells him.
He tells him we don't have to do this. That's what he
Yeah,
tells him. We don't have to do this.
Oh yeah, he goes, I could do this all day. But it feels like these with these previews that they're like puzzle pieces. We can kind of
Yeah, we're
fit
trying to
them.
trailer
Yeah,
what's
like
going
okay,
on,
this is gonna
but
happen,
yeah.
and this is gonna happen, and
Which is
so-
kind of fun. Like we're like, okay,
You know,
it's not
Yeah,
a
please.
it's because like it leaves you guessing. Like you don't know how the story's gonna play
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Like, unlike other trailers where they show you the whole plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All comedy movies that have been coming out for the past 5 years. You mean?
Oh,
Where they show
God.
you all the funny scenes in the trailer.
And then when you watch the movie, you're like,
Oh,
like
those were the
Deadpool?
funny
You
scenes.
mean like the whole first like 20 minutes of Deadpool, where all it was the trailer?
Yeah, when brown pants. Oh, anyways, that's
It's like sometimes they change it up, and they did fucking lazy.
they did change it up actually.
Fucking
In fact,
lazy.
they changed the song that he was playing.
No, it wasn't.
No, they changed it. You can look that up. It was originally the trailer we saw. It's a different, completely song to the song they officially used in the movie. I am like 100% sure on this one. You can look it up.
Okay, which trailer are you talking about? You're talking about the
The
Comic Con
20-minute fucking trailer you're bitching about. The one where he's sitting on there drawing on the fucking thing. He's got the headphones
It's
on.
the same song.
It's a different
It's just
song.
a different part of it.
Different song. I
It's
literally read this right after I watched the movie.
It's the same song.
okay.
It's
Well,
fine.
we'll
Different song. You're fucking wrong.
if we had an
Different song.
Eli tonight, we would fact check.
Are we
that.
talking?
But
Who gives a fuck?
In the end,
Continue.
it's Fox.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, he wanted to
Anyway.
fight me on it. I just stated his statement. So, hey, I'm down to put this away.
all right. So next we see Tony in a sling at Shield prison cells in the middle of the ocean.
The raft.
The
The
raft.
They're
raft.
bringing the
They're
raft.
yeah.
The raft. The raft. No, hold on. It's called the.
See, look
what
at
is
you
it
made him
called?
have an aneurysm.
I'm brain on your now. What is it? Rikers Island. There you go.
Riker.
But they call it the raft too.
Well, it's
Is
the,
it-
the what is it? The source material to the transition to that. I've given
Yeah.
up on that since fucking
No, because
X-Men
okay,
days.
because I
So
played
you were
the.
serious about that earlier.
I played the.
But the fact that they have that there,
No,
you
no,
know, I
that's
like
true,
I
that's
like
true,
that
yeah.
idea.
I played the what is it, the fucking Lego Marvel, not the new one that came out, the Avengers one, the Lego Marvel game.
Mhm.
It has like all of the canon of like all the Marvel characters because they held those rights.
Yeah.
And they have it's called the Raft. Like I know it's supposed to be Rikers Island, but that's what they
Rikers,
call it.
yeah,
They call it
that's
the
right, they
Raft.
have Riker.
Yeah. But yeah, in the comics, Rikers Island is, I think, Rikers Island is a real thing in real life, but they used it in the comics.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much where they hold the worst of the worst super villains.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's Arkham.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Except
Or was that place?
it's
that,
in the entirety of Marvel and not just Gotham.
Oliver
But
Queen
it's
uses?
Lian Yu.
yeah, Lian Yu, where you use the whole hand to hold one motherfucker.
Yeah, pretty much.
Two people.
Two.
There's two people there. Okay.
All right.
One of them got out, right?
No, the
Roger,
kid
you
is
wanted to
like,
mention
okay.
something about that? The thing with the prison cells?
I lost my train of thought because I got interrupted by you guys.
Oh, excuse us for sure.
All right, well, we'll just sit here in silence because it makes for a good podcast.
No, it doesn't. Only when we do it to soul.
Just like again to go with the like timeline thing. I wonder where that takes place because he's in the sling in that shot where it shows like
That's
the
true.
prison cell.
I want to say the...
I want to say that's towards the end of the movie.
What?
Yeah, I kind of want to agree with that.
I want to say the befores...
Rikers Island is more of a middle thing when it comes to Civil War,
don't
though.
think so.
Like you don't see.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's gonna be towards
nobody's
the
in
end.
there. Like
Yeah.
they're all empty. So what
Yeah,
it
I
is
say
is
it's
like,
a little bit past the halfway point.
Was it Rikers Island? Like I know I'm still in the topic of Civil War, but I'm going more towards a comic just to refresh my memory. Was it Rikers Island where they were holding what's his name? Where they were holding Cloak and a good amount of Cap's people in the
Oh,
in
that's the
comics, or-
negative zone.
The negative zone. Thank you.
Yeah, Reed Richards created it. That's a rabbit hole in and of itself.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's completely different.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that from what I'm picturing together, the trailer we've seen so far, I think that scene we see him, with his arm already messed up in a
Yeah.
sling. It has to be after the big battle we see in the middle.
Yeah.
of the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
So that's gotta. It's probably not at the end, but it's got to be at least 75% of the way
Yeah.
to the movie.
There's
In my opinion.
there's a rumor going around that Spidey's the one that breaks his arm.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's not a rumor. That's more.
Well, yeah, it's in the
fact.
comic.
Now we're gonna talk. We could talk about that because me and Roger were talking about that earlier. It's a good. Yeah, here we go. I think we got
Oh,
two
bringing
and
up
two. We got 2 and 2 here, which is cool. Okay, I'll start it off since
Team
I'm
battles,
still
2v2.
2v2.
Real quick.
You go first. I talk
goes
first. You talk first.
You talk first. Oh,
Over post.
Poédamelo.
Poédamelo.
That's so bad.
Oh my god. Go ahead,
So who talks first?
Yeah, Roger, go ahead. You want to start it off?
With the debate, I honestly believe that scene with the sling, even though you had the rumors about the comic Spidey being the one who breaking his arm, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Bucky who broke his arm prior to that whole fight scene that you see at the airport. Because what do you see in a certain clip? You see Tony just having a wrist part of his Iron Man suit where he where he encounters Bucky. Who's to say that Bucky doesn't mess up his arm right there in that
That was
scene?
the other arm.
Well, it's just
exactly.
a fight.
A fight.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
catches
it's the
bullet
fight in
arm.
itself. Yeah.
No, I mean, I think because I was talking with Roger and I was like, we know with the comic what happens, and Caesar explained it to me how even Roger refreshed my memory tonight was like how Spider-Man, gets upset with Iron Man. And
Yeah.
it turns from a verbal argument to a physical argument, and which I tripped out on, which I didn't know. But he actually snaps, like he breaks Tony Stark's arm through the armor. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he does.
Fuck, like that's intense.
Yeah, yeah. In the comics, he first joined. He it feels politically or obliged to team with him because he did all these favors for him. And he's
Yeah.
like, "So you're gonna join me, right?" And he's like, "Well, yeah,
Yeah, because
yes."
Spidey kind of looked up to,
Yeah. Oh,
he
to
did
Stark from that.
He did the
aspect.
mom thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
I
Like,
raised you, I
birthed
fed you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he technically did, except the birthing part, I mean, he gave him a suit and everything, right? So
Yeah, he gave him a new suit and all this.
and I wouldn't doubt it in the movie that what he's wearing is part whatever Iron Man inspired because you
It's
see
his
the armor.
Avenger attire.
Because it looks a little.
Yeah, we dissected the shit out of that, and we saw like the armor.
It looks a little high teched out.
Did
Yeah,
you
just a
also
little bit.
see the web shooter?
Yeah.
Did you see the utility belt?
I
Yeah.
did see that.
Yes, I was like, I was
Holding the
happy
web
about
shooters.
this,
Yeah.
which is awesome. But anyway, back to the point of I don't think that we're gonna see Spider-Man do that and betray Tony. I don't think so. I think it happens some other way maybe. I don't know. That's what I think. Because I think based off what Caesar told me too, like his faith on like how they're not really following it's loosely based off of the comics line. So it's entirely possible that they might not follow that plot line. Like
Plus, I think my gut says that in 1.5 hour movie, you can't build the trust the where
and then break the
Spider-Man-
trust
and then-
exactly.
And then
That's-
break it within the same
exactly.
film.
That's my biggest thing is that there's not enough. I think like background for Spider-Man in that movie because it looks like we're getting him introduced in a certain part, and then like it'd be weird to have him switch sides. Like I don't know how they're gonna pull that off. Maybe
I think they could pull it off in a sense of like so you start off with like Tony like mentoring the kid, like he came to
like some sort of flashback.
no like he's just like around him, like he has him like as an assistant or something, where that he saw potential in the kid and like he's that, and but he knows that he's like fucking
prodigy.
Well, he's technically already established. If we look back at Iron Man, end part of Ant-Man. I'm sorry, at the end part of Ant-Man when they're looking for Ant-Man. When Falcon's looking, they're like, who do you look for? We got a guy web across walls, like so. Technically, he's already established at this point.
I never thought about
Yeah,
that.
so it's entirely plausible.
But that's what I'm saying is like they could have it in the movie where like Tony, he's part of Stark. What is it? Stark Industries, right?
Yeah.
Stark
I was gonna
Industries.
say Stark Labs for some reason.
Star. That's one letter off.
That
was in the wrong part.
One letter off and a whole different comic book series off.
Yeah, so like it could be that he's like working at Stark Industries is like Tony saw potential in him, and that he has that like
Okay.
Or maybe he already know. Like I think
apprentice thing.
My theory on that is maybe he already Tony Stark has already mentored him, knowing he has these abilities.
Oh yeah, no,
Yes,
that would
possible,
be a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and that he's mentoring him. Meanwhile, all this other
So
stuff's
like
going
some
on.
sort of summer job at
Yeah.
interning
Yeah, exactly.
at Stark
Yeah.
Labs.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh man, realizes, hey, I need you. You need to, join us with this, help us get this.
Yeah, but see, what's funny with that argument is that I can also agree with Caesar in the sense that it's in those 2 hours, you're not gonna have that big of a transition to have him have so much hype, have him go with Tony, and then side with Cap. Something big has to happen
Yeah.
for him to want to switch sides. Someone has to get hurt really bad. And the only person who I see getting hurt really bad is War Machine. So, War Machine got hurt, so I'm going to switch sides from the guy who's with War Machine.
Quickly left FYI, it is confirmed 2 hours and 20, so 2 hours 30 minutes to round it off.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's the longest MCU movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I think by like a minute.
You know, yeah, it's like 2 hours 28 minutes,
Yeah.
27, something like that. But I just rounded it. See what else. Panther chasing Bucky. We kind of already talked about that. It's pretty badass to see.
Oh, what was your? I'm sorry, we didn't get
Oh,
your
what
thought on the Spider-Man and Iron Man thing. Do you think that's gonna happen?
Well, I kind of did. It's just, I don't think that
Enough
you
time,
can
yeah.
establish, a good like relationship trust in that movie and then break it. But I think it'll leave us or feeling that Spider-Man is like he's questioning his side. Like, okay, yeah, I initially chose Iron Man, and at the end of the movie, he's gonna be like, did I really choose the right side?
Mm-hmm.
And then his solo movie will kind of maybe.
Yeah, I could totally see
Tie
that.
that-
happening,
That would work.
actually.
Yeah.
Like we can see him and Iron Man. Maybe that's when we'll see him and Iron Man get into it.
Yeah.
But also, like a big like red flag to me too is like I can't overlook it as a whole arm being shot up by like beaten up by Tony Stark. Like Tony Stark's arms all messed up. Like
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. It's quite possible, especially when something affecting that particular arm or whatever and happened in the comics. Gives me a little doubt. So it's like,
Well, it's just a sling. You probably,
Yeah,
if
it could
it was
be-
a
there's a
cast,
lot of
that's
For all we know, that could be towards an end scene. And Cap is the one who broke his
I
arm.
think I think it's more than likely it's because of the fighting, not because of Spider-Man. Because I think it would be more than a sling if it was broken. Like,
But yeah, so we already talked about Panther chasing Bucky on the bike. It's cool to see.
I like his movements, like the way he moves. If you notice, it's like
a panther.
Very
like a
cat-like.
panther. Yeah, because in the other trailer you just see him running, but like when he was like jumping off of that car, like
Oh, that looked
he
amazing.
literally pounced.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
I want to see him fight, dude. Like I want to see him I want to see him like try to beat the shit out of Bucky. He looks
It's
ferocious.
clear that there's gonna be a solid scene with just him decking it out with Bucky, and I'm looking
I
forward
hope he
to
beats
that.
the shit out of him. I really do. Like, I'm pulling for him.
I have no problem with
in
Bucky.
in the comics, and I'm pretty sure they'll emphasize this is that he is one badass like martial arts motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I don't know very much about him, but that's what I want to see. I want to see how fucking awesome.
His wife is Storm, bro,
Well, they divorced.
from the X-Men. Well, yeah,
They
divorced.
it was a political thing. It's
I'm so sorry.
they weren't really in love. Like
I'm so sorry.
Oh, and it ties into Civil War because in the comics they were getting married while Civil War was happening.
Wow,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah.
How about that scene though with another like fight scene with two characters is Scarlet Witch
Oh, and the Vision.
and the Vision.
Oh,
That was pretty
yes.
interesting. Me and Roger looked at that and we're like, oh, like she's literally looks like she's like
Yeah.
incapacitating him.
I
It's
wanna-
her husband. She can't do that.
Well, that's just what I was about to say. Is that
I
like
love you.
is that how is that gonna
But that's my wife, so
Are
see,
they
there's
are they
gonna be a
gonna
problem.
are they gonna develop that like
I feel
go
like
through with
I
it?
feel like they are.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't
feel
see
like
it set
they
up
are.
at all.
They started setting it up. There was a little bit of
The
it
only
at the end
thing-
of Vision,
what?
at the end of Avengers.
The only
But to be fair, this movie takes place a year after.
Age of Ultron.
But they're
Age of
opposite
Ultron.
sides, so it makes it even more like.
Well, no, not at first. Like it's not gonna like the movie starts off and then like boom, we're
Yeah, but to get to the point where they're fighting like that, like I don't know. It seems.
Well, what I was gonna
doesn't seem
say,
likely.
what I was gonna say is to answer your question, John, was the little tiny snippet with that you kind of see Vision in her is where he rips out his heart and she doesn't care that she's gonna die, but Vision comes and saves her.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they kind of stare at each other for like a millisecond longer
Yeah.
than normal, and then that's it. They take off and
you're
that's
right.
it. But yeah, I don't see them really establishing that. They might a little bit, but because like what other movie does she come out in? Well, both of them really. Freaking, that's it, right? This and
Yeah,
then
that's-
Avengers 3. Or sorry,
Age of
yeah,
Ultron.
Avengers 3.
Infinity War
Yeah.
Part 1.
Part 1.
Oh God, that's right. There's another one after that. Well, how are they gonna get through this? That's it. One movie at a time, guys.
Yeah.
One movie at a time. Yeah,
Um,
but I don't know how they're gonna establish that. Like to me, that seems a little like I don't know, man. Like we'll see. It's certainly possible. I mean, because it's not gonna be over like after this movie. So I think Daniel might be on the right track. I suppose. Like where they might establish something now that we'll see flourish later on.
Maybe.
There's a couple movies still, a lot more movies. So.
By the way, I'm just curious because off the top of my head I honestly can't think who it is. But if you look closely at that scene, I've seen the trailer like maybe 12 times today alone.
There's someone on the floor.
And yeah, there's someone on the floor next to her while
People think it's Hawkeye.
while she's bringing Vision down to his knees. There's someone on the floor next to her.
It's probably Hawkeye.
Or it could be some like
He's got a knack for getting knocked out.
He never sees it coming. To be fair.
No, not in the last one. Remember, he's like, no, not again.
No, that was mind control.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
All right, and then we see Tony stopping Bucky's shot. We already kind of talked about that. Ant-Man and flying on the arrow.
That's
Yes.
That was pretty badass.
It's what I wanted.
And
And
we
he's
got,
he's
and
getting
I got
launched
it.
at Iron Man too. If you notice,
Yeah.
yeah.
he's climbing on Iron Man. So
Yeah, he's climbing. Yeah.
poor little fuck.
I'm so happy about that. I would have preferred if they were punching Baron Zemo, but it's fine.
Speaking of which, yeah, he comes out in this movie, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
He's
he does.
he's technically the big bad.
Yeah.
Big bad.
Technically speaking.
The Hulk, Grey Hulk,
He's one of
Red Hulk. Sorry.
whose villain is he?
He's the captain. He's the Captain America. What am I?
The
What are you,
Batman.
The Batman,
The
the
Batman.
Superman,
The Superman.
the Thor,
The Thor.
The Thor.
the Green Lantern. Wait, that makes sense.
Does mother know you weareth her drapes?
What's the name of that actor? Just for my own.
Daniel Bruhl.
Thus
Yeah.
Rainbows.
Yeah.
But yeah, can't believe he's not gonna wear the fucking mask. Anyways, so that was
Well,
pretty
maybe
cool.
he'll wear
talking
the
about?
tiara thing.
That's
Well,
not
Baron Zemo.
That's not the
What are you guys talking about?
Baron Zemo. He's a villain in the Marvel.
Yeah, he
universe.
is.
He's not in the
Purple
movie.
suit, yellow mask
Mhm.
with a tiara,
With weird.
and he's
Yeah,
German.
pretty much.
Oh, okay,
Just
okay.
Google.
No. I know what
He's,
you're talking
he's
about.
Cobra Commander.
We
but
talked about
You're
this.
not wrong.
We talked about this one of our podcasts. I remember now.
yeah.
Distinctly the purple and the
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But he's in the movie, but he's not in the movie.
Well, he
No,
doesn't
he's the
wear his
characters in the
thing.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
But he's not
Yeah.
in character.
He is, but he's not. Yeah.
Okay.
he's not
Well, maybe
suited
he'll
up.
just be like, and I'm Baron Zemo. That's a nice surprise.
Oh, hey.
Take him out.
Kind of like Lex Luthor wasn't Lex Luthor, but I digress. That's a whole other bucket of words that I
God.
purposely
Here goes
opened,
my ball.
and I'm closing it again. So that was pretty badass. A little treat for the fans. War Machine shot down. Okay, I have something to say about this. Is that
And the
I-
next point, no.
I don't think that he's dead because that
No,
would be
no, no. I
too
don't think-
much put in
I
a
don't think
preview.
that's it,
Like
no.
no.
Yeah, why would you show his death?
Yeah,
In
on
the
the
trailer,
preview.
What
yeah.
if he's
That's
like incapacitated for like?
Yeah, I
you
can
know,
see
say,
that. That I
like
can
he'll
see
never
happening.
fly again.
Like there's a
He'll never play.
there's
Well,
a.
he sure as hell will
I
never
was
dance
watching.
again.
I was watching the Andre the Black Nerds the
That's
YouTube
fucking
channel.
racist, dude.
No, he's called.
I know who he is.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I was watching
met
his,
the guy.
I was
Yeah.
watching his like reaction to it, and like he was like, "Really, Marvel? Really? You bring in another brother, and so you have to kill the other one? Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that!"
Not wrong.
He's got a good point.
Yeah, it's like I hope War Machine doesn't die because like
I don't see.
No, I think
that was one of the funnest
I don't
parts of
see Rose
Ultron.
dying.
me and
Age of
Roger were
Ultron.
talking about that earlier too, where we saw like literally this in the trailer we see Bucky with a big ass gun, and then we see him go down like.
Oh, that was creative editing.
It was, yeah, I think so too.
I
But
wanna
it
see it.
implies, but I think it implies that he has something to do with.
It's
War Machine.
possible.
And
It's
I
highly
think it's
possible.
Bucky that.
But it
that
looks like
takes
a
him down.
missile. Like,
No,
And
yeah.
thus-
No,
I
it
don't
looks,
know.
it looks straight up like a beam that freaking
No,
hits him, dude.
I think that's why maybe Tony Stark gets even more mad, and that's why we wind up seeing that scene with them three fighting. It would be Stark, Captain,
And Bucky.
and Bucky. I think it's to do with that, and I think that's why we see so much
see, this
like
is
rage.
this is
in
good. See,
Stark.
we're speculating.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
No.
That's what this whole topic
that's what
is
it's
about.
supposed to be. That's what it's supposed
Like,
to be for trailers. You're
yeah.
supposed to want to know. You're not supposed to be given the whole movie. Sorry. I'm
And
just-
like, yeah, so I think like that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. Is he's gonna be so upset about it because we only see Iron Man. Remember in one of the first few trailers we
What
see
is the lengua
them
lingua?
three fighting. Is Bucky, Cap, and Iron Man. So I think it's gonna be.
I could see this trope happening where they do in movies all the time, where it's like the missile. Let's say the missile's locked on the War Machine on accident, and then Captain or his side is like, "Oh, we'll try to shut it down," and they don't reach it in time, and then it shoots off the missile, and then it's like, "Oh, it was an accident." It's like, "No, you wanted to shoot him down, and I don't believe you," and then
Yeah.
that whole thing happens.
to be fair, he did
That's
get
fine.
shot in the arc reactor because that could kind of.
Yeah.
he is like fucked up.
Yeah, he's
No,
pretty.
that's what I'm
he's
saying.
pretty
That's why
fucking-
we see so much concern, in
Yeah.
my opinion, from Stark when he's
Yeah.
like Rose, and he's like on the ground.
Oh, I know, dude.
Takes off his mask. He's like knocked out. He's out, and he's like, dude, like I don't know. I just feel like
Yeah.
it's a direct correlation to
The
scene.
vengeance for the best friend. One protecting his best friend, the other one seeking vengeance for his best friend getting knocked down. That's pretty much
I
what that
don't.
movie's
I don't
saying.
think War Machine's gonna die.
Well, but then we have to remember, like Captain, like in Stark. Remember, he's like, he was my friend. Like,
Yeah, that's
So
true.
so was
That's
that
true.
like you have to remember that
that's
trailer
true.
too. Like that's what makes it so much more. Like,
I give it
damn.
24 hours by the time a fan combines the two trailers and
Oh,
makes
I'm
it
sure
into
it's already
one.
there.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure it's already there.
that's gonna be great watching
Yeah.
that version of the trailer.
Let's see what else we got. Black Widow being pissed at Tony when she says, what did she say?
Yo, you're the one that's watch your back. Or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, they're coming for you. She's like, I'm not the one that needs to watch my back.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's towards the end of the movie too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
That
surprised.
seems like an end of the movie kind of line type of thing.
See, what's interesting about that is that at that scene when you speculated that it's the end of the movie, that's when you see Tony with a sling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But you also
all that
see him
with
in the sling with on Riker's Island,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the raft.
Yeah, so that could be towards the end, or like I said, at least 75%. It's after the battle for sure. 75% of the movie's already like we're in this movie already.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. We're seeing all those scenes because remember creative editing as well. So
Yeah.
we don't know exactly the timeline, but I'm pretty sure he's wearing the same thing in those scenes. So
Speaking of wearing, I just have to say that Cap's suit gets better and better and better.
oh
in
yeah,
the
he's
movie.
Yeah.
It's like the little tiny details, like the thing, the chin strap,
yeah.
that
It looks
little
just
neck
great.
area.
I'm almost 99% done with forgetting about Captain Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I'm
that's how much
almost-
Grader's getting, guys.
Yes, I say one more good movie, assuming he doesn't in this one.
Which he most likely will.
And one more good movie of his uniform improving, and I will forget Captain Puerto Rico.
No, you'll
Actually,
get,
here's
you'll
an
get the
interesting,
silver one.
here's an interesting theory.
Mhm.
Banged up Tony Stark, sling on his arm, Scarlet Witch pissed at him. Could be because Cap dies.
Oh, Scarlet Witch or Scarlet?
I mean, I'm not Scarlett
Yeah, you
Johansson.
did the
I
same
did the
thing.
Caesar.
Black Widow.
Black Widow, yeah.
Yeah.
Black Widow pissed at him, arm on his sling. Looks like
Him looking all sad at the raft.
yeah, him looking all sad at the raft. Could be because Cap died. That could be the reason why Spidey switches over by the end of the
That's
movie.
what I was thinking too. If we do him, see him,
He's the one that breaks his arm.
But then,
Yeah,
who
and
would,
he has
Spidey
heart-
breaks his arm because Cap is dead.
then who would lead that side, or who would be?
No. What we're saying is like that doesn't like
Yeah, I
Cap
know.
dies.
But we're still-
Spider-Man thinks it's
hypothetically,
Iron
for the
Man.
record.
hypothetically, but we're gonna see like a division still between the two.
Wow.
Not a multiplication?
Not a multiplication. PEMDAS. That was not done intentionally.
That's
until,
pretty
like,
good that Ubisoft did that. They didn't make us go to everything. They just went straight to the division.
Yeah, straight to the division. Hey. Anyway, I think there's still gonna be
No remainders.
There's still gonna be a divide with those characters, you know. Like, so it makes me wonder: is Bucky like? Because then, do you guys think Bucky's gonna take over that? Like,
Yeah.
If it goes down that road, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Probably.
would.
and so that
It-
we'll see after that movie.
Come
'cause-
hell or high water, he would have to be.
Yeah.
It would not be
It'd be-
Sam Wilson.
No, I would not.
Is it Wilson? Yeah, Sam
Yeah,
Wilson.
you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be interesting. But yeah, we could definitely see that happening. Like
Yeah.
Spidey because of that. Like
That would be the
that's a
perfect
good
reason
thought,
for
like,
Spider-Man to switch.
That's a good.
sides.
That's a good speculation.
Yeah.
I think it's fair.
And last but not least, Spider-Man.
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 We just did one of those clickbaits on you. Who are, oh, they're gonna talk about that. Nope, we're gonna talk about the whole trailer, man.
Yeah.
And now here it is, Spider-Man.
Yeah. I love the 1960s look for the original Spider-Man on the mask. That was
It's
pretty
very, well,
badass.
I like it. It's very
Looks-
comic book-ish.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like it's like a Spider-Man that we haven't seen at all yet.
Yeah,
It's in
I like the
that
fact
universe.
that, especially the eye movement, the fact that the eyes can open and close. Like I
Yeah.
can already like vision it in my head. Like I can already vision it in my head. He sees something like that surprises him, and you just see them go wide open.
That reminds me of animated TV series.
Yeah, exactly.
I was
Yeah.
like, fuck yes. Like,
Which makes me wonder because like mostly everything that we've seen in the MCU is like what's the word? It could kind of be explained like it's what's the word, practical.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean we got to meet in the middle with CGI and all that, but for the most part it's practical. Whereas now this is really like going into super nitpicky details, like how the fuck do the eyes do that?
Well,
Must be like, and
technology.
this is where it goes.
Stark
like,
Industries.
Exactly,
Mhm.
that's where I was gonna go. Is Stark helps him out to build his suit, and it's like so if he needs to pick up more information, be like kind of scanners type of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He can widen, and then they can shorten if he doesn't.
What I think it is it has to do with the Spidey sense.
That too.
That's
Like-
Oh,
like it's
it can be a
in tune with it.
direct correlation to.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
his brain or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, no,
That
that's a
makes
really
total
good. That's a
sense.
really good call out
Yeah.
too. Like, wow.
And literally,
Think
what
about
it
it.
looks like is like he has a mask, which is like still like whatever it is,
Cloth or
cloth,
material.
yeah.
and that it's like a goggle type of
Yeah.
like thing.
I
for his
think
height.
I like it. Looks very, very grounded. Like it looks very,
that's what I was gonna say.
like real. Like okay, cool. Like it doesn't. I think I saw like I was reading something today. I compared it to Deadpool because the masks are kind of similar, but like compared to Deadpool, they did it all CGI, like pretty much. As opposed to this one, we're seeing it more. It looks more grounded. It looks more like realistic. So, which is really good because, we'll see probably better facial expressions and all that, which I think. When they made Deadpool, pulled off really well, like with the facial features, but okay, we can see his character, what he's doing. So I'm hoping to see a similar thing with Spider-Man because it was really hard to see that in the old Spider-Man movies. If you guys think about it, like we're like it's just hard.
Like you could feel like his emotions, but you couldn't visually see it through eye movement.
I feel like in this one's gonna be more animated, more grounded, so we're gonna be able to see all that, especially just with the eyes alone moving. Like
that thing looked great.
We're gonna
great.
see the emotion more on Spider-Man.
And then what else? His arms look more like the face only looks like classic, but the rest looks modern.
Yeah, well, the small. I just noticed the small Spider-Man symbol.
That and I noticed the little thing on his arm.
He has on his back. He has the original Spider-Man logo.
The red.
The red
bug.
fat one.
Yep. Oh, that's gonna look so good.
Yes.
Now to top it off, it would have been badass if he had the armpit gliders.
Dude, that would have just pissed off a whole other set of people if they would have did that though. I think because there's people out there that don't like that.
Yeah.
Amazing
or
Spider-Man.
don't know about that.
FYI, that was just for him to glide across buildings.
Sense,
But that was pretty awesome. We already kind of mentioned the utility belt for his web cartridges.
That's awesome.
That's pretty bad.
Also, like we were mentioning about the suit, if you look at it, it looks more armored. So most of the suit looks normal, like the traditional Spider-Man suit that we're like, okay, cool. But the rest of it, like the arms and it looks like it has some kind of armor, which could be in fact from Stark Industries. Stark Industries. So I liked it. Like it just blends in perfectly and it makes it look modern at the same time, but also classic. That's what I just loved. And that was just from the trailer. Imagine what we're gonna see when we're actually. Oh my fuck, dude! And to top it off, to go past a little bit of the costume is the voice. I don't know if it,
he sounds like a teenager.
Yeah,
it was
just what I was. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was really, really worried about that, about him being a young Spider-Man. I was like, I don't know. And when it all flowed out, when I seen it, I was like,
but that's the thing. That's the perfect thing about Spider-Man is because he is that he is like this superhero, but he's a fucking kid. He's a teenager. And he's up here with all these adults, and he has to deal with all this shit. But I just want to say, from my deepest of hearts, never in my lifetime did I ever think I would see Spider-Man
with Captain America and Iron Man in the same film.
Yeah.
I really thought we were never going to see that.
Along those lines, I never thought I'd see Civil War.
And
I was a teenager.
And I teared up when he showed up in that scene.
We all did. That thing was freaking great.
As soon as he saw the spider web and then
the spider web. Spider-Man holding the shield. Your argument is invalid.
Oh, that was pretty legit too. Seeing that, I was like, "You don't fucked up now, guys."
If I remember from the comics, it's fresher in your memory, Roger, than mine. But I think when he's beginning to switch sides, he steals the shield from Captain America, but then he puts it in a safe place. Be like, "Hey, go get it later." In the alleyway.
Yeah, that's right. He does. Yeah.
Yeah, he steals it, but then he puts it somewhere safe so he can get it later. Yeah. So maybe they're playing a homage to that.
Was it the Ultimate Universe or no? My question was it the Ultimate Universe or was it the normal one where Cap trained him?
Must have been Ultimate
Universe.
Because I remember he dies and Cap's holding him like that.
Oh,
he's like, I swear I saw that comic. I'm pretty sure you told me.
He did the 300. Come back on your shield.
No.
I thought it was more of a my queen.
No. When he goes, what does she tell him? She's like,
come back with your shield
or on them. My queen.
My queen.
Oliver Queen.
No, that'll be Daniel if they ever kill off Stephen Amell. My queen.
My queen. That is my queen.
If that ever happens, we're taking a picture of Daniel, maybe doing this, tears coming down, making a meme of it.
And then there's just I'm glistening with abs, and there's arrows in me for no reason, mostly in my heart.
And then that lovemaking scene in the first one, the 300. That's.
Oh, you're not talking about the awkward one in the second one?
No.
God,
that whole movie was.
She's so beautiful, but it was why? What is this?
Yeah, the sexual sense.
You're sex fighting?
That's technically rape, right?
I'm happy I never saw it.
It felt like it was rape. I felt violated. I was like, puta, I don't give a fuck if you're Athenian or fucking Spartan. What the fuck are you doing, man? fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, he's cool. He had a blue cape. He didn't have a red
Oh,
one.
that's
That's
right.
how you That's how you know which one's the sequel and which one's not.
All right, but what else? That pretty much does it for the trailer, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about for the 300 topic that we had.
No,
apparently.
that too.
No, but yeah, Spider-Man. He's a fucking thing in the
Dude,
cinematic
the
universe.
web. Okay, how about this? No one's talked about the web. Look pretty good.
Well,
like he got his hand. Like I mean, obviously he's gonna break out of it. but-
Needless to say, I'm 98% sure they can use the web shooters and not the organic.
No,
And that,
he has his
I'm
web
okay
shooter.
with that.
Like
I'm
literally
okay.
in that scene where he's like flipping over,
Mhm.
he has the web shooter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Then I'm
awesome.
good. I'm
Yeah.
feel good.
Because I remember watching an animated series when he would do it and they would crush his web things and he would
Yeah.
fuck, now I can't use my web things. Like,
Yeah.
so now he's got to think outside the box.
I like how Sam Raimi, when he did the Spider-Man movie, was like, fuck that. We're just going to have it come out. And
You
It
could
actually almost made me believe that was canon. And I was like, oh, this must be how it is in the comics, I guess.
they did and didn't.
Yeah.
They went from
Yeah, I know
shooters
he
to
changed.
organic and then back to shooters.
well,
And
he
then
was
back to-
organic when he was mutating fully, right?
Sort of, yeah.
When he became Man Spider.
Man's
They
I
could-
like the fact that makes it like himself because it pulls the whole like sciencey part that he
Yeah.
of his character.
Which would make sense with him being Stark. Like, what if,
Yeah.
like, the whole reason he goes to meet Tony is like, hey, I invented this, like,
But I need help.
I
With
think,
the
like,
final.
yeah, like it
There's
just
the
makes,
beta
it
version.
makes 100% like sense to me
Yeah.
that like they're partnering up because of that. Like I said, he's either already established by himself, like he's running around, in the city, like doing crazy shit, helping people, and obviously Iron Man picks up on it, or what's the
Stark Industries.
Stark Industries.
Shield or Stark Industries
Vibranium?
pick up on him. No, because
Shield.
Shield, yeah,
Oh,
Sure, would probably pick up.
I'm sorry because I know the whole Hydra and
Shydra?
Shydra.
Yeah, Shydra. Like how like they're aware of all the
Yeah, that's
people out there, so I'm sure
Oh, there you
like
go.
Stark's in the loop as well.
you were going to say metahuman.
I was gonna say mutant. I was gonna say mutant myself. I was like, oh, that's a bad word in the Marvel universe.
Sadly.
Hey man, hey, if we gotta sacrifice the word mutant to get Spider-Man and leave all the
No,
dead weight,
that was different.
fine.
That was different.
no,
Different
I'm
companies.
No, the way I'm
Oh,
seeing it,
yeah.
big picture, like
Oh, yeah. Well,
give and take.
They're
know?
miracles.
Yeah,
It's a miracle.
miracles. God, that's
It's
disgusting.
going way back.
that's going.
I still have a problem with that though, that we can't say mutant. Hopefully, if we ever get the rights back, and then we see them like extended Blu-ray editions that do, Star Wars.
Oh
they,
yeah.
Oh,
remaster,
God.
they just
They
re-edit
get
it, and then he's a miracle. He's a mutant.
And then it's
They
like,
do the bad
he's a-
dub.
and he's
The lips
mutant.
mutant.
What are we watching? A 70s Godzilla movie? Straight out of
They
Japan?
recast everybody.
Mutant.
They recast everybody again to redo those roles. They're like, all right, we're calling
Just
you in
that
for
scene,
special edition scenes for the
Yeah.
Blu-rays that you actually can say mutant again. Okay, it's worth.
And Han
it's
does
worth,
not shoot first.
It's worth 60,000 hours. So prepare yourselves, gentlemen.
We're gonna do 80 takes of it.
Well, yeah, they're doing a Captain America marathon for that movie.
Oh, so we are going to be reminded of Captain Puerto Rico.
No, Captain America, not the first Avenger film. That's Captain Puerto Rico.
No, it's gonna be the first Avenger,
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
Avengers,
Oh,
Winter Soldier, Civil War.
we are
It's
going to be
just-
reminded of Captain Puerto Rico. We'll appreciate the
or
suit
Ultron, Age
even
of Ultron,
more.
and then
We'll appreciate the new suit even more then.
Yeah. Other
We'll
than
probably be
that,
buried in it.
small, tiny news.
that isn't Marvel.
That isn't Marvel is J.K. Simmons is gonna be.
Well,
The
technically,
commish-
it's more-
Technically,
more-
he is Marvel.
Used to be
He's-
Marvel.
he's
It's a
defecting.
perfect segue.
He's defecting.
He's defecting. To be
We're
fair,
gonna
this is what happens when
He's
you take
pacing
to be fair, this is what happens when you take forever to reveal pictures of Spider-Man.
Now we know.
You didn't get pictures of Spider-Man? He goes to DC.
He's going to DC.
You got any pictures of Batman? I need pictures of Batman.
By the way, I'm totally okay with Ice Cube being J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, God
I
damn.
think that's
That's-
hilarious.
Just wanna
I
ruin
just
a
want to
fucking-
see like
They
if
wanna-
they would
He
have
has
the
to be-
balls
He has
do
to
it.
be the same character.
But
that
will
he-
he
from,
get-
from 21 Jump
21
Street.
Jump Street.
But
Peter Parker, leave Korean Jesus alone.
will he get fired on his day off as well?
What?
No one, yeah. the other
Friday,
one-
Friday.
Thank you.
Alright,
Yes.
I got that.
He got you, fam. He
He's
got you.
just gonna be hanging around his front porch.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
Neither has Ice Cube, to be fair. Good God.
You caught that one? You caught
Yeah.
All right.
Damn.
Damn, dude. Damn.
All right.
Damn.
So So that was pretty interesting. I could see him doing a good rendition of the commish.
The Commissioner Gordon.
But
But I
I've
thought-
already seen fan art on it, and it looks pretty cool.
But I thought they said that he was dead in this universe.
No, he's not.
Who is they?
Like-
Fans?
Yeah,
Who
who
No,
is
no, no.
they?
Yeah, fans,
Like when they
trolls.
were talking about like what Warner Brothers has said was like canon in their universe or whatever. They said something about
There's-
Commissioner Gordon being dead
They
or
also
retired.
they also
or
said
something
Snyder
like
was gonna direct Justice League, and I see
Yeah.
them retracting on that already.
Yeah,
as well.
he's not. He's not even writing it. I heard.
Thank the
someone else.
gods.
It's someone else.
Thank
And
the
speaking
Watchtower.
of that, I'll bring it up since I read it. What did he say?
Thank the Watchtower.
Watchtower.
See the double take I did
That's
there
it,
with
I
the.
No,
Okay.
I read today about they did an interview with Ben Affleck concerning the Batman solo film,
Mhm.
and like he actually talked about it. Like he said that after the Batman Superman, he's working on his movie, his independent movie, and then he's gonna focus on, because he said he's taking these movies on one by one. He's gonna work on the Batman solo film.
Hope he does the town part 2.
The town too.
I like
In
that.
between all that, right? Yeah, I would actually the town was really good.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Under the Red Hood.
He directed that, right? The
Yeah,
town.
yeah, he directed and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's gonna be on the Bat movie, and he said that. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember the lines, but he was pretty much talking about like the characters and he like talked a lot about like revealing.
Well, I don't-
But he said like, oh god, I'm trying to fucking remember now.
Barbara Gordon.
But he said that he mentioned that Robin or a Robin wasn't specific, that was dead already, so he's already mentioned
that's
that.
right.
Like he's
Didn't we
confirmed
kind
that
of touch
the
on this
storyline.
like a few.
Yeah, but like now
podcasts?
he's officially like started talking about it, and that he's directing it, writing it, and it's like separate from that, and it's like I can't remember all of it.
So he's doing this indie movie after Justice League.
yes. So we're gonna
Because
see
Justice League starts filming like in
Tomorrow.
in a couple of months.
Yeah,
I think it starts filming in June.
Mm.
Justice League.
Yeah,
Ju-
they're the poor fucks.
Pobrecito.
Like I'm talking about the actors. Like they literally
Yeah.
their Batman vs Superman movie is barely coming out, and then they're like, "Wow, shit! Now we got to go back to work."
I just walked on the red carpet, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. Can I catch a break?
Hey man, that's money there. I'm sure they're not
Yeah.
gonna fuck. They're like
That's
paycheck.
desperation.
Shit. It's
So
paycheck.
that was pretty cool. Next up is the Daisy Ridley rumored to be cast as Lara Croft. Not sure how I feel about that for the same reasons
Senpai.
that the people were complaining that the casting for Wonder Woman wasn't great because she wasn't bulky enough. And I partially do agree with it. But yeah, those are my same reasons. It's like someone, because she's too thin. Daisy
So is
Ridley.
Angelina Jolie.
She worked out for it, but yeah, I guess she.
See, they could like with the new Tomb Raider. What I was saying earlier is they could literally use the chick that is Laura Croft.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's her in the game. Like they
Mhm.
literally like
But the-
mocapped her whole body and like her face.
But they'll never do that because that would make too much sense.
Yeah, I know.
The people, yeah, they'd never do that because, like you said, it makes too much sense.
Well, when are we ever gonna have a good video game movie? I feel like the only good or decent video game movie we're gonna have in
Mortal Kombat,
anytime
of
soon.
course.
Mortal
No,
Kombat.
anytime soon is Hardcore Henry. That's not even a video game movie
But then why'd you bring it up?
because
Why
it's
is it-
technically an FPS.
Okay. Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay, I was like, wait, which
You know,
one?
the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
that-
I know. Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank.
Oh,
You know, it'd be
that's actually
badass
true.
if they made some sort of like, and this is so easy, but again, it makes too much sense. If they made a Wolfenstein movie, you know, with the whole thing, it's you're blending a World War II movie, you know, Nazis. Who doesn't love, you know,
Killing Nazis.
every
yeah, no,
few
but-
years we get a World War II Nazi movie, so there's that.
Yeah, well, that's
you
the
know?
thing. That's a trend. Like,
Yeah.
Well, have you seen Netflix and all the historical?
Yeah.
I
Well, yeah,
watched
it
them
was
all.
like- it was like a
I
trend.
feel like I'm pretty informed.
You had a
when it comes-
PhD in World War II.
Hey, I'm Netflix certified. You got to come at me with World War II, World War One documentaries. I got your.
Yeah, it was like a
Fucking
trend. Like for a
Yeah.
while, there was all these like World War II movies and like the Holocaust and all
Yeah.
that, like Schindler's List and like Saving
Yeah.
Private
Call
Ryan.
of Duty.
And then now like it's more like civil rights issues now, like
Yeah.
you know, like all those Oscar bait movies and stuff like that. So like
Oscar
yeah, I
bait.
get it. That's what they are.
No, I'm acknowledging them. Just making fun.
Yeah.
By the way, that's it. Did they ever release Wolfenstein for a console? No,
Yes.
that was only Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xbox.
Was it like a retro rewind, like
Mm-hmm.
classics, or what?
It
What was it?
officially came out. PS4, I think I saw it too.
See,
No.
that's not- I'm not
He's talking
counting
about the
that.
original one.
Oh,
If I remember, it was on
Because I know Doom was on
the
there.
Super Nintendo.
Was it? You might be thinking of Doom, because Doom
No,
was on there.
well, Doom was after
since we have no
Because
Eli,
Wolfenstein is the first person shooter of all time.
yeah. I love like playing on the PC. Oh, good memories.
I remember playing Doom and like glitching to the last level.
I couldn't get
I'm
past
being
like
scared shitless of Doom because all those demons are popping.
Doom 3 was really good. I love Doom 3.
Time to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
That's Duke Nukem.
I know,
It's not Duke.
but I'm thinking about that.
Fucking Duke. I fucking hate
I
Duke.
guess it was on the SNES.
Yeah. Told you.
Well then,
The SNES.
the SNES.
Yeah, and then it was Wolfenstein. Okay, it was Wolfenstein and then Wolfenstein 3D.
3D, yeah.
And then Wolfenstein, the one that came out on the PS3. Oh, no. There was one that was on the Xbox. Fuck, what was that one called? Anyways, Wolfenstein The New Order. Great fucking video game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's a,
So
it's a
good.
you'll gain testosterone as you
Yeah.
play it. But yeah.
Oh,
That's go
oh
ahead.
no, I just want to jump back on that. I've looked up the quote, or exactly the part I was trying to quote from Ben
Oh.
Affleck's interview,
Okay.
concerning the whole Robin thing. He said he had a Robin at one point. We don't know exactly which Robin that was, but we learned he died. And Ben Affleck responds, he's bitterly disappointed in the past that he's lost this guy who fought by his side. That character's death must have been devastating to him, and he suffered. We get the sense he suffered a lot of devastating losses before this movie even starts.
Gee, I wonder who that is.
Seriously.
Well, I'm just saying
Said
it confirms,
he had
like,
a Robin.
yeah, so like
That means there was one Robin.
But see, it's contradictory to what they've already said that Nightwing exists in the universe already. So,
Theoretically.
but just saying that there's an acknowledgement that there's gonna be probably a Red Hood villain for the Batman solo movie.
It's gonna be Dick Grayson.
Oh God, if it is,
Holy
I'm gonna
shit.
peace out. I'm really like, you guys fucked up. Like,
You
to me,
guys-
that's the biggest slap in the face.
You guys
That-
don't fuck
even
up.
for me.
I will not complete your universe.
I remember Roger saying, "We will literally walk out of
yes,
that theater
yes, we
if
will.
they do that."
Yes, we will.
And I will walk
I
out.
I,
sure
I
as hell
agree.
will.
I actually agree on that 100%. Like, you can't do that.
No.
The rumors
You
have started
can't.
again.
You can't do that. No. That's, I don't
The
think.
rumor
I
mill.
don't think.
Doomsday's Jason Todd, bro.
Might as well be if that's the case.
No, it's confirmed. It's Zod
Zod.
because he will find him.
We'll find him.
You will find him.
No, but yeah, it's I don't know, interesting. But yeah, if they do, that wouldn't make no fucking sense. I don't think they would do that.
But it's Warner Brothers. They don't like making sense.
Of anything.
They're making a fucking sequel to the Harry Potter movies. That's a prequel, but that doesn't mean the book that it's
Oh,
based
yeah,
on
the
is
guy
like
with the
this
suitcase?
thick. The guy with the suitcase. Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's some 280i.
I got really
bait right
excited.
there, bro.
I got really excited when I saw the preview. I heard the music.
I like that.
I heard the music and I was like, "Ooh,
Who the hell is this?
who?"
His name is Scoot. Scoot
Scoot away from
Salamander.
the TV screen, please, and let me watch something else. Excuse me.
Will he enter Scoot phase?
That was good. You lit, fam.
You lit, man. Fucking lit.
That was good.
That was really fucking good. Oh shit! And we just lost all.
All of our listeners, just in general.
Oh, and there it is. We're watching.
To
the
be fair,
live-
we lost him after we started talking about
We're watching the
Spider-Man.
live stream, and there's
By the-
zero
and
zero
zero
views.
By the way, I'd just like to make a shout out. I've been meaning to do this. Meaning to shout out to our fans, quote unquote.
Wow.
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 Chris Limon.
Yes.
Good old fan, if you're listening. And then I don't remember his last name. Friend Souls, Joe
Crispin.
Biden?
Joe
Crespin.
Crispin.
Yes.
Biden.
Joe
Biden.
Whoever fucking Trump.
Well, to be fair, Joe Biden's the vice president
Actually,
that's
that's the
friends
vice
with us
president.
all.
Yeah.
You're right. That's not so bad. I've seen the music make them.
He's like that your friend's
Good.
cool grandpa.
Well, the meme that I saw of him, it's like the one that I sent on the chat. It was like, "No, Biden, we can't create the Justice League." He's like, "No, it's fine. It's fine. Just turn out the window." It's not a plausible thing.
Not a possible thing.
Just turn out the window. It's fine.
That's all he did. His VP, the 10-year with Obama.
He was
We
the,
will.
He was
We
a
will.
hype man.
Yeah.
He was the
You ever seen those? No, literally. He literally.
You're not fucking
He
wrong.
was. You ever see where he's giving Obama's giving his like Senate speeches,
Uh-huh.
and he's just in the back pointing and
Yeah.
smiling at random
Yeah.
people. Oh
He did, hey man, he did his role.
was a
man.
hype man.
He did his
God.
role. He did his job.
the fucked up thing is you're not fucking
He
wrong.
was right. That was him.
What did Joe Biden ever do? Like seriously?
No, have you
Good
guys not
jobs.
seen? Have you
John
guys not
Kerry's
seen?
doing
good-
more
good
shit.
jobs.
Have you
than-
guys not seen House of Cards? The VP role is meant to put your most
Good God,
like
dude,
opponent that
really
you're worried about.
When you really look at it from a WWF perspective, he's the manager.
He was the manager.
He's Paul Heyman. He's Paul Heyman.
Gore.
Hype this guy. Yeah.
All right, we're getting way off the tracks.
But yeah, shout out to Chris.
I
Yeah.
was picturing the other one, not Paul Heyman, the other guy.
Oh, Paul Bear.
Oh, Vladimir Putin, you have messed up.
Terrible. Bringing it back.
Oh my God, man.
Bringing it back. Bringing it back.
Bringing it back.
Oh shit.
We have other friends too. It's just those are our main ones. Those are our only ones.
Well, no one's
Thanks for the
interact
support.
with us.
Thanks for the support, guys.
Joe Ma, what's that his name? Joe Star Ma. Believe that's his name. You know who you are. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to you, bro.
You know what I'm talking
yeah.
Our viewers are going, who?
Joe Star Ma. You know, last name M-A-H.
Oh God damn it!
That-
I'm talking
yes,
about Andrew.
Andrew.
God damn it! Yes,
Joe.
Andrew. Yes,
Joe.
Where the
Joe.
fuck did I get Joe?
No, I
Sincerest
think
of
he changed his.
apologies.
He changed
Yeah,
his
see,
name.
okay, I'm not wrong.
He's
Anyways.
Andrew, thank you.
You three are the real MVPs, guys.
Yep.
Well, mostly Joe.
Spread
Joe,
it along.
Mostly
Share it with
Joe.
your friends.
Crespin.
He does pretty good.
He's
Thank
a
you,
regular.
Joe.
He's a
Yeah.
regular.
Tell your friends. Tell them we're fucking awesome,
Yeah.
and we get shout outs like that. See?
Yes, yeah, exactly. If you have a channel or something, you know, YouTube.
Okay, we'll get Soul to Soul will reward you
Yeah.
later on. in
Wow.
flesh.
Oh,
All right. That pretty much wraps it up for another episode of Well There Is. As usual, like us on Facebook,
The
YouTube.
18 was here.
Yeah, the 18 was here.
Hashtag A team.
I'll be face. I'm okay with that.
Hey, I love it. Hey,
Wait, is Roger Murdoch? Please let Roger be Murdoch.
Sure. But we need a what's
A
his
BA?
name? Yeah, a BA.
B.A. Barrett.
JP.
JP
Guns
Barrett.
blazing all the time.
Guns blazing all the time. I don't even know what we're doing, gentlemen. But let's fucking do this.
Daniel, do you love it when a plan comes together?
Yes, I do.
No, buddy, we can't make it just. No, that shit stuck in my head.
Oh, good. It's
Fine.
All right.
Oh, you.
Okay. We have Facebook, YouTube, iTunes,
Oh, God.
Instagram, SoundCloud. SoundCloud's our main one. But yeah.
Oh, it is.
Let us know what you thought of the trailer yourself.
Yeah.
Any comments?
Yeah.
We know you love the Spider-Man, so if you
Anything
didn't, don't let us know.
Send us your Joe Biden memes.
Anything that you think we missed from the trailers that you
We're
think we
gonna
should have
put that on
focused more on?
hashtag Joe
Let us
Biden
know.
memes.
We're gonna hashtag them motherfucker. We love you, Joe Biden. Watch us.
We're gonna clickbait the people that listen to political podcasts on
Joe
SoundCloud.
Biden is the number 1, number 2 ever.
Yes.
We love you, Joe Bear.
Robin wishes he was you.
If it were Damien, yes.
Oh God.
All right.
Oh, there
Well,
it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Ahí
There
está.
it is. There.